Hello friends, my name is Gautam, and in this video we will be talking about the difference between asynchronous and synchronous programming. So in this video we will be talking about this topic. So let's start the video. So in this video we will be looking at some examples on differentiating between synchronous and asynchronous programming. So now in this section we will talk about that what is synchronous programming. Now guys, you can see that I have written a very simple JavaScript program in which I have declared two variables, var a is equal to 1 and var b is equal to 2, and I have printed out in the console, that is console.log a and console.log b. So these are 4 lines of instructions that I have written in JavaScript. So basically this is an example of synchronous programming because each instruction is executing line after the other. So basically the result of this program will be, it will be printing out the the value of a in the console first, and then it will print out the value of b inside on the console. So each instruction is executing line after the other. So this is synchronous programming. So now guys, when you open this program inside your browser, the result will be very simple. The result will be 1 and 2 because it will print the value of a first and then it will print the value of b. So this is a very basic example of synchronous programming. We have 4 instructions. First of all, we are declaring the value of a, then b, and then we are printing out the values in console a and b. So this is very basic example of synchronous programming. Now guys, we will be looking at a very basic example of asynchronous programming. Now the first example that we will look, guys, we will be making a very simple fetch call in order to load a page. So this takes a callback function and it print out in the console that it loaded the page. So as you know guys, fetch is a built-in solution in the browser. In order to load any kind of request, you can just make any kind of request, get request, post request using fetch. So basically this is kind of a asynchronous programming example because here we don't know how much seconds this call will take, how much time this will take. So basically this is kind of a asynchronous example. In synchronous programming, we were executing instruction line after the other, but in this line, in this fetch call, we don't know how much time this fetch call will take. So this is kind of a asynchronous programming example. So now guys, we have written the same program. We have declared the value of a is equal to 1, and then we are making a fetch request to load the page, and then we are printing out the value of console.log a. So the basic output will be loaded page will come first and then it will be console logging the value of a. But in this case the reverse is happening because of the asynchronous nature of the fetch call. So now if you just load this onto your browser, the result will be, first of all it will load the value of a 1 and then it will print out the value of the fetch call, which is loaded page, because we don't know how much time the fetch call will take in order to execute it. So that is a prime example of asynchronous programming at its peak. So this is a very good example that you can take. So now the second example we will take of asynchronous is the set timeout function, which is a built-in method for asynchronous programming in JavaScript. So now you can see that guys, in the set timeout function, it takes the function to be executed. It takes the callback function to be executed. So in this case, we are just console logging the value of hello world. And the second argument it takes is the how many milliseconds that you want to wait. So here we are providing 1000 milliseconds. So it will take a delay of 1 second. So 1000 millisecond is equal to 1 second. It will have a delay of 1 second and then it will be printing out the value of console hello world. So this is again a asynchronous programming example. So now if we once again write the same program once again, we declare the value of a and then we execute the console log hello world inside a set timeout function, and we provide a delay of 1 second, which is 1000 millisecond, and then we print out the value of a console log a. Then the result of it should be, first of all it should print out hello world and then it should print out console log a in synchronous programming. But in asynchronous it will be reverse. It will first of all print out the value of a and then it will be having a delay of 1 second, and then it will print out the value of hello world. So this is again a asynchronous example. So after seeing both examples in asynchronous and synchronous programming, we come to the conclusion. So synchronous programming happens to execute code at a sequential manner, one line after the other. So one line will execute, other line will execute after it. So this is a sequential manner of executing code. Whereas asynchronous form of code execution follows a non-sequential manner of code execution, and it will take unexpected time also, because you don't know how much time a fetch call will take, how much time a set timeout function will take. So depending upon how much delay that you have specified inside set timeout function, so it follows first of all non-sequential manner, and secondly it will take unexpected time intervals. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Please like the video, share the video, and also hit the subscribe button to get all the videos like this.